Uh, Hello everybody.
Hello.
My name is Darren.
It is, and I'm Graham.
And we are about to talk about Birdman starring Michael Keaton.
Amongst a few other people, yeah?
Yeah, there's a few others in there.
Yeah.
Well, tell us the story of Birdman first.
Birdman is about a guy who's trying to get his play off the ground, essentially. That's about it.
Yeah, I guess so. He's
Ex-comic book star, film star.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's a bit washed up in his old age.
Yeah.
He's a little bit deluded.
You were really concise to start with.
And he's trying to get a play off the ground.
Yes. Yes, he's also sort of hallucinating.
Well, yeah, yeah.
He also thinks he can fly,
There's
and
lots.
he can hear the voice of the comic book character that used to play in his head, telling him to do bad
Yeah,
things.
there's lots going on.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Enjoy is a very strong word. The answer would be yes.
Okay.
I did. And it is a strong word for a good reason. It's a strong emotion, and I felt strongly towards it. Enjoyment itself. So,
Yes.
Yes.
So you did like it.
Yes.
What did you like about it?
the filming style,
Which was
camera.
all in one take. I think you're referring
yes,
to,
it was
all
all
in one shot.
It was all proposed as a single shot. Yeah.
It was proposed. They said at the beginning this
Well,
should have been one shot.
You can kind of tell the transitions if you've got a keen eye for it.
Have you got a keen eye for it? Have you?
Oh yeah.
I think there's moments where you can kind of guess where they probably did it, like when they pass through a door
Yeah.
and suddenly somebody walks right in front of the camera or something.
Obscures the.
But I
camera,
think
yeah.
you're being a bit nitpicky if you were sitting there turning it into a
I
drinking
was.
game. Like,
No.
that was one.
I didn't make it a drinking game, but I definitely I get kind of preoccupied in my mind. I know this is a fault of my own. I know. I'll do repentance at some point for it.
Oh.
But
well, at least you acknowledge it.
I get preoccupied with trying to notice the areas where they've used CGI and stuff like that.
Oh no, I don't with that. Yeah, but that's why would you do that? Because that's just
But like
distracting
not
yourself.
just that, but like different
What, to criticise
post-production.
it?
No, just
Because you said something about something
yeah,
the
I
other
did.
day, and it
It's
annoyed
about,
me.
I know. I realised it annoyed you, which is why I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't carry on.
It
But it
annoys
was
me
about
when we
the
watch,
image
like,
stabilisation about
Yeah,
it.
that was what you said. I just thought, what a knobhead.
Why?
We watched Birdman for 2 hours, and your comment afterwards was I could tell when they used stabilisation.
Just for clarification, that wasn't my only comment.
No, but it was one of the very first. And then there was a pause, and then we had a proper conversation about it.
Yeah.
But it's like when you watch a 3-hour film and someone goes, saw the boom, and you think,
Yeah,
you probably didn't.
Well, I probably did. Thank you very much.
I didn't mean you did the stabilisation. I just meant that it's such a small thing, and it's so odd that would be one of the first things you'd
No,
want
it's
to
not
mention.
though, because I find it interesting because it was obviously all handheld.
Why was it obvious? Why? How could you tell
'Cause
they
we're-
used stabilisation?
Okay, I'm not going to call us filmmakers, but
Well, you can tell from this.
we have made films in the past, short films, fun films for our own enjoyment.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we're planning to do films in future, it's good to know techniques and.
No, I'm not saying that it's not.
And
How
so,
could you
which is
tell
why
they-
I'm interested, because there are scenes where you've got, especially on like the rooftop where it's like low
Yeah.
lighting and stuff, where the cameras
Right.
having a hard time collecting all the light and stuff. You can
I
see
think
that
the camera's doing fine.
you can see that every now and again, like the lights and stuff in the background will wobble, but the characters will stay in
Well,
place,
maybe
and
the lights have just wobbled.
a building's window will wobble. Or
Why, if you've got Michael Keaton
My
at the
point
foreground
is-
throwing himself off a building and pretending to fly, you watching the lights in the background?
No, it was the bit with Ed Norton and Emma Stone, and they're chatting on top of a roof or on like a balcony thing, and
You zoned out.
no, you think I've collected less from this film?
No.
Well, I've collected more then.
You're right.
Process of elimination. I've called the film and
Well,
the
no, there's
filming
the
style.
third option of equal.
No, definitely more.
Okay,
The
well,
point is-
ignoring your astute observations of the stabilisation.
Look, I'm not. Look, yeah,
I
I'm not.
gave you a compliment!
For the first time ever, and obviously
Riddled with sarcasm.
it sounded sarcastic. So the point, no.
Was there anything else that you liked other than they used stabilisation in
Oh
this
my
amazing
God.
film?
That's not the point. It's the fact that it was pretty much all handheld, minus the CG transitions and stuff, and moving
Okay.
into windows and behind grills and stuff.
Yeah,
the
but
fact
what else
that-
did the Romans do for us? What else did you like or dislike?
Well, Michael Keaton's a very good actor.
He is
I
a
haven't
very good
really
actor.
seen him in anything for a very long time. The last thing I saw,
many people.
think I saw him in was.
Beetlejuice.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but probably Beetlejuice.
Well,
yeah.
Batman Returns was after Beetlejuice. And
No, but
Jackie
I
Brown
saw
was
it
after.
after.
Well, I don't know what order you've seen things in. Let me check the Graham diary. Oh, it was on the 22nd of June 2001.
Don't know who filled that in. Jesus, as if I'd be that organised.
Yeah, I know. Too busy noticing the stabilisation in movies to write things down about them.
There's not much out there, to be honest.
No.
It's usually all
Anyway.
in camera, but it looked post. It was a post.
Jackie Brown, 97. He was in that. Oh,
Is he
Out
in
of
it a
Sight. No, not a lot. No.
No.
Out of Sight. He played the same character. We watched that recently, and he's in that. So you would have seen him in that most
Did you say
recently.
he played the same character?
Yes, he did.
He's an ex-film star trying to get.
No, he played the same character in Out of Sight that he played in Jackie Brown.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So it's like a sequel. Out of Sight is a sequel to Jackie Brown.
Well, it's written by the same guy. But the book is based on a book. Fucking hell, the author of the books that those films are based on is the same, and he's reused characters. And so when that character cropped up in the Soderbergh film, he thought it would be fun to reuse Michael Keaton, who'd already played him.
Oh well.
Well, yeah, there you go. Then he did shit like Jack Frost and Herbie Fully Loaded, and
That was
Need for
he played a
Speed.
good part in that. I really like Herbie and Lindsay Lohan actually. Justin
Lindsay
Long's
Lohan.
in that, but he's
I like
always
Justin
been a bit
Long.
annoying.
Oh no, he's all right. He's
No,
good in
Lindsay
Drag Me to
Lohan's
Hell.
better than.
No, she's the most annoying person on the planet.
You're wrong.
Am I though? Am I actually wrong that Lindsay
She's
Lohan...
had such a hard time. Anyway,
What,
we're
getting
off-
drugs and doing them without getting
Yeah,
caught?
exactly.
Yeah.
I have
that must be
sympathy for it.
terrible.
Yeah, well, addiction's a very serious thing, Darren. Don't you be making fun of people with ailments?
I'm making fun of people with ailments. I'm making fun of Lindsay Lohan.
Just leave her
It must
alone.
be
She's
really
having a hard
hard
time. Her and,
to
like,
step
Amanda
out of
Bynes
a
and-
car without any knickers on and avoid the camera that you can
Some
see in
people
the
don't
gutter.
like to wear underwear. I don't like to wear underwear all the time.
Well, yeah, all right. Well,
Just leave Lindsay Lohan's underwear out of this.
I don't care about Lindsay Lohan. We're dedicating too much time to her when we should be talking about Birdman, which is a good film.
Birdman's a great film. Emma Stone's a lovely person too.
I think it's about absurdism. Putting that out there.
You can find the word bird in there.
Absurdism? Where is the word bird in there?
There's no I in absurdism. Oh yes, there is, but it doesn't matter. Carry on.
It's about absurdism, which is the philosophical sort of the
Train of thought.
yes, about a person who is searching for meaning in a meaningless world and the contradiction that they'll never find it. Because
But that's not the definition of absurdism, though.
Yeah, it is. It's a person searching for meaning when
But
the
sure,
contradiction
well,
being...
that phrase could be applied to all sorts. So, and if you were if
Well,
you
you
were
can say-
referring to a story as
Yeah, but
an absurdist story, then
I would say that's referring to the sort of...
but it wouldn't refer directly to the characters. It would.
Well, it depends what you're in with the context. You've just used the word, wouldn't
Well,
it?
you would
Obviously?
say that the story is an
Well, I think it is an absurdist story. It's about absurdism.
Yeah, but not to find nonsense in a sense of
But
the
it's
world.
not about nonsense. Well, maybe
You
you
just
could
talking
use the
about
word absurd as absurd to describe nonsense, but I already said the word philosophy, so that would
No, I know.
dictate when I then say
But it wouldn't be
absurdism
about, okay,
that it's
carry on.
probably that part of that definition of the word that I'm referring to.
Move on. Sorry.
Bloody hell.
This is not me, it's you.
Well, I said a thing and you said other things that I fully...
God forbid a conversation might occur.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think you understood what I was talking about and it confused you.
Clearly, I'm the one who looks confused. What else did you think about the film?
Well, that was a pretty big thing I just said then that we didn't
we
explore.
just grazed over it, didn't we? So...
Well, you did, yeah, because you didn't understand what it meant.
Of course, you just misused the word.
I didn't misuse the word. It's called absurdism.
Alright, that's fine. No, I understand that the film
No.
that word applies to the film and the content and the.
Yes, but specifically because it's about people looking for meaning in a meaningless world.
It's a very dark. Carry on.
It's a very what?
Carry on.
Well, we may as well talk about it.
Absurdism.
Yes, what about it?
Which were your favourite kind of intonations of absurdism
Well,
in the film?
entire film, where Michael Keaton is trying to find...
Favourite bits, not just.
where Michael Keaton is trying to find a point to his life, you know, where his daughter is screaming we're all pointless and insignificant.
Oh, as a very general overview.
That's what the
of the
whole
film.
film is
Well,
about.
Fine then. I'll.
If you're going to
Yes,
refer to
I
the overarching
granted you.
theme,
Yes.
oh,
Well,
something
that's the
as
whole
small
point.
as
That's
that.
what he's talking
Yes,
about.
I am talking about
Yeah,
it.
but you were referring to the characters and saying
No,
they
I
are
wasn't.
absurdist.
No,
they
I
were
wasn't.
They
I said
are
I think the
experiencing
film is
an absurdist
absurdist.
thing. Yes, and that's fine. No, but the film's characters aren't.
Well, what do you mean? Because Michael Keaton is.
But like,
He's searching for meaning in a meaningless world.
I thought you meant like specific instances.
Yeah, that culminate
No,
into
but
the general film.
yeah, I know, but that's the world they're in. They're in an absurd world.
No, they're in a meaningless world. They're trying to find
Well,
meaning
it's
in
the
it.
same thing, isn't it?
No, because we are putting our own meaning onto a meaningless world, and if you think it's absurd, that's your definition.
This world is absurd.
That in your version, somebody else might think it's beautiful.
I might think it's beautiful as well.
Well, I'm not saying you didn't. I
think-
said somebody else. You are somebody else to me. So
think
yeah, this
Michael-
film is 10 minutes. We're done.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there anything else we can say? Talk about fucking Lindsay Lohan for 3 minutes.
Ed Norton's great.
Ed
like,
Norton is great.
Fantastic. Like, seriously fantastic.
Yeah. If you go through his back catalogue since Fight Club, he hasn't actually done that much good.
Well, when was like American History X and stuff?
That was before Fight Club.
Oh. Well, then he was good. Can't we just put that as his first, bookmark?
Yeah, I just, I think that we think of him as being
popular.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then if you look for the last sort of 10 years, he was briefly in Moonrise Kingdom, but it's not like he was phenomenal in it and he stole the show. He did the job that he was meant to do well. But, it was hardly a star-making performance. And then, amongst that, he's done things like The Incredible Hulk, where he got, ditched, and Red Dragon, which is a Brett Ratner movie and therefore not worth talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I do like Ed Norton, but this is the best performance he's done, I think, since Fight Club, hence mentioning Fight Club.
Is it worth mentioning anything about the director and where he comes from?
Well, I don't really know too much. I mean, I know about him, but I haven't seen many of his films, so he
What's his
is...
name?
Oh, I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Alexander
Inoratu or something like that at the end?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Alexander
IMDb,
Mexico.
You can find it on IMDb. Oi.
What?
You can find it on IMDb. You don't have to fill the blanks with your own
Can do.
preferred words.
You don't have to not. Yes, he generally does films that are a bit grittier and have lots of different stories that culminate into one big story. The only one I've seen is 21 Grams, which I think is where Sean Penn gives his heart away, which is weird because I didn't think he had a heart. Oh, I could be wrong on that. Maybe he gets given a heart.
In the film?
Yeah.
Right.
Because somebody dies and he gets their heart. So you've got all the stories of the person dying, the person who gets the heart, the person whose partner it was, whose heart it was.
Isn't that the soul thing? 21 grams
Yeah,
is how much soul weighs or something.
The soul, not somebody called Soul.
Soul. Oh, yeah, the weight of music. Are you done?
Yeah. Birdman's amazing. We've not done justice with this, so go and watch it.
Yeah, to be fair, this is a piss poor attempt at getting information out there for you. But it's definitely an endorsement, so give it a go. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's not an action film. It's like a dramatic comedy kind.
No, it's like Black Swan in that I like the idea that in Black Swan a load of sort of women, not to generalise, I'm sure, just
the women in the film are.
No, I mean in real life.
Oh right,
that it did seem like there was a lot of girlfriends that had dragged their boyfriend along to a
ballet
movie,
okay.
And suddenly Winona Ryder was stabbing herself in the face, and the enjoyment switched. In a lot of cases, I'm sure, we're all individuals, and lots of women would enjoy the Black Swan, and lots of men wouldn't. But I think this is the opposite, in that I think lots of guys probably dragged their girlfriends along to that superhero movie with Michael Keaton. Suddenly he's screaming about his scene on stage with Ed Norton, who's got a bone on or something.
Anyway. Well, weirdly though, I think we had a different kind of audience in our showing because what you're saying was like boys and girls.
I don't mean that literally.
But it was close enough. But like in ours, it was kind of like an age thing. Like there was a lot of older people.
Maybe that's it. Who were about 30 when Batman came out.
Maybe they want to see Michael Keaton again doing it.
To be fair, when he's in the Birdman costume and you can only see his chin, I did think like, oh yeah, that's Batman. Like, it's weird to see his chin again.
He looked younger in the suit. Obviously, they must have like de-aged him or whatever.
Well, they'd shaved his grassy beard off.
Well, that would be a good start, I suppose.
Yes, so it's a bit like Black Swan in that it's a mixture of fantasy and reality, and one person could be going mad, and the thing that they're playing is sort of what's becoming them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. It's really good.
It's very meta. It's very good.
Yes, it is. Everyone's got their baggage, so Michael Keaton plays an aging ex-superhero actor, and Ed Norton plays a man who's notoriously a dick to work with.
Yeah.
Anyway, so enjoy. Go and watch it. This video's been too long, so we'll say bye unless you've got something to say. Bye! Okay, next.